there are rumors. There's been rumors linking the 49ers to Saquon Barkley all off season. Don't know how legit they are. What do you think? Buy or sell these rumors that the Niners would be interested in trading for Saquon Barkley?
Well, all I know is I was sitting in the Little League park in the outfield, and I did a video on this week, and it got 13,000 views. So you know what?
Yes, there you go.
As far as I'm concerned, it's going to happen, and it's very, very, very credible. No, I don't know. It doesn't make sense really when you look at the $7.2 million cap hit for Barkley, but you can't have Jimmy Garoppolo at $25 million and then add a guy like Saquon Barkley. But if somehow you were moving Jimmy Garoppolo and you could get Saquon Barkley, I like Saquon Barkley. Why? Because the cost is going to be a 6th-round pick. It's not nobody's giving a 2nd or a 3rd or a 4th even for Saquon Barkley. You could get him for a 6th-round pick. Yeah. This guy, his first year in the league, had 91 receptions. That sets the NFL record. So you put him in Kyle's offense. He's only 25. Last year, he had an ankle injury, which limited his games. I think Saquon Barkley is going to have 2 or 3 big years in the NFL. And there's a few backs that I can think of that are like this. Like they got hurt early and then all of a sudden they resurfaced. It's a deep running back draft, so you don't need Saquon Barkley. But, man, if you could make it work on the cap, I think age 25, 26, 27, let's say you had him for 3 years, Saquon Barkley, you may get something really, really special for a 6th-round pick. So I'd have to do my due diligence in a lot of different directions as far as his knee and his ankle and his health. But, yeah, I'd be interested. I know you're not. I already saw you kind of pan this idea.
It's tempting. It's tempting. He was great. I love Saquon Barkley coming out of college. I thought he was the most gifted running back I'd ever seen. I mean, Bo Jackson was before my time.
6 feet, 230, fast.
Oh God, he moved
great hands.
He looked like bigger Barry Sanders. I love Saquon Barkley, but he's had some serious injuries. And last year he averaged 3.7 yards per carry on a terrible offense. I know.
Terrible
I just feel like running backs sort of break down after a couple of 2.5 years, and it sucks. When he's 25 and he's washed up, maybe. I don't know. For a certain price, why not? If you get him for a 6th or 7th round,
let me throw a name to you. Let me throw a name to you that you know very, very well.
Yes.
Garrison Hurst.
I like that.
Garrison Hurst was, I think, a top 10 or maybe even top 5 back on a bad team, bad line, suddenly came to the Niners.
Yes.
Garrison Hurst, I mean, I don't have those numbers in front of me, Grant, but Garrison Hurst in the 90s was pretty badass.
He was like Frank Gore before Frank Gore. I mean, he had some seasons that were right up there with Frank's best. He was great.
Good.
He was great. And, he sort of I remember 97. Steve was a little old at that point. He'd been getting knocked around a little bit. And the reason the Niners made it so far in 97 was Garrison Hurst. And then he got hurt in the playoffs and they fell out.
He can block too. It's a great comparison to Gore because both those guys would just
I mean, if you could buy low, like the Niners did with Garrison Hurst or what they did with Steve Young, I'm into it. I just wouldn't want to don't do the Jerick McKinnon thing where you give a ton of money to a running back. It's always got to be cheap. It's always got to be in your interest. So maybe Saquon is that.
Well, how about this? What if he's 25? I believe it's the last year of his deal. What if you could take his deal? He hasn't done a whole lot. Trade a late round pick for him and then renegotiate. Give him a 3-year deal for $2 million a year instead of, or maybe less.
I got an idea.
What do you got?
How about Saquon Barkley straight up for Jimmy?
I'd do it.
Who says no? I mean, if all they're taking is a late round
pick,
a
quarterback.
And that's a way for the Niners to save face. Instead of taking a 6th round pick for Jimmy, which is embarrassing, trade it for a player who also is worth nothing, but is a big name. Saquon. Right. Yeah. Trade it for Saquon.
Would you take the quarterback back? Would you take Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
Now that's interesting because Daniel Jones is very fast.
Yeah.
And he would be
I like Daniel Jones. I feel like
he's throwing a ton of picks.
He's a little bit like Alex Smith. Like, put him in a good situation and he might be okay. Better than okay.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones. Why not? Absolutely. And no one on the Niners knows who he is. He can be the backup quarterback here for a little bit. And if Trey stinks, they could go to him. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Yeah. Okay. Scott says Saquon would excel in Shanny's offense being spelled by Elijah Mitchell. Reduced hits for both and less injury risk. Garrison Hurst is a great example. Yeah. Also, if they wanted to trade Deebo Samuel, Saquon can do a lot of what.
How about How about this, Grant? I mean, Trey Lance is going to need a safety valve. I mean, is there a better potential dump off in the flat back than a guy like Saquon Barkley? I don't
Well,
know. I mean,
again,
I don't know what Saquon Barkley's really got left.
that's my
They'd have
question.
to,
Like
yeah,
Saquon, Christian McCaffrey, they were both great 2 years ago. What do
right.
they have left? In theory, they're the two best, but I'm curious. But yeah, I like it. I just want to know what the price is.
Yeah.
Chris says, "What are the chances that it's a legit quarterback competition? Jimmy's going to get the starter, and Trey will get the practice squad." Yeah, I wonder. Like, are they really going to do a quarterback competition? It seems like no one does that anymore because one, it's a circus, and two, reps are limited to begin with. Is what I was trying to say.
Well, okay. Here's the other angle we didn't really hit on this angle on this thing is what if there was I can't see Jimmy on this roster or playing at the price tag. There's no way he's going to play at that. There's no way they want him at that price tag. And now they can look him in the eye and say, hey, Don Yee, guess what? Nobody else wants you at this price tag as well. So let's drop your price tag. And then, you know what?
And then they say, guess what? Jimmy just had surgery on his thumb.
Yeah.
Now the 27 million is guaranteed. I love the Niners. I hope
that's hardball.
That's hardball right there.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. What happened to the thumb surgery? They didn't even say anything about that. It's like, hey, mess with us. Mess with us. Oh, yeah. Oh no. Oh, what happened? I was playing football.
I was signing the contract. I tore my thumb.
Hey, we had a quarterback competition. I had to play hard.